Hey, what's happening, everybody? How's it going? Awesome. We already got 17 of you goons watching, and we're still a minute early, 30 seconds or so. Guys, Paul Anstey, how's it going? Jeff Elmore, Hartman Rocks is now open. Ooh. Jeff Elmore, that is awesome news. If you guys haven't ever ridden Hartman Rocks, you really should sometime. It's really awesome. Andy, what's up? What is happening? Corbin Davis, DIRTBIKES. Yeah, Hartman, that is really, really great news because I love that. Hey, Roger, how's it going, dude? So, yeah, it's awesome. And welcome to the first Highland Cycles evening moto hangout online. I love you guys. How's everybody doing? Brent, I'm glad you're catching us live. I'm stoked that you're here. Mark says to give him your hat. Who's Mark? Mark. And no, he can't have my hat. That's all there is to it. Hold on, make sure. Okay, make sure this is working. Yeah, sweet. Other than I do have a pile of things right over here to give away and questions. We got trivia questions to win that stuff. So Mark Jones, my brother from another mother. Right on, sweet. Okay, YouTube dropped the quality so you look better. Nice. Thanks, Paul. That's awesome. That's awesome. So let's get started off by, I'm going to give away a set of grips. Yeah, you don't want this hat. Exactly, Jimmy. Where are they? So, boom. Pro Taper grips. We're going to do this early. Thank you, Corbin. We're going to start off, all you guys who are here early, we're going to give away, we're going to start grips. Okay. Pro Taper grips fit any normal bike. They're not lock-ons. They're just normal grips. So I'm going to start with, and let's just set the ground rules here on winning these things. It's just whoever pops up in my feed first, okay? So it's my feed right here is the official feed. It's weird. The internets are weird because when I gave away the shirt last time, although I'm giving away that shirt again because both those guys wanted the other guy to have it, and we're like, funny. Hey, Rod, how's it going? Over on the front range. How are you doing, man? So start with the grips. To give away, what year did I start Highland Cycles? First person to get that, come up in my feed. What year did I start Highland Cycles? Corbin Davis, 2007. Corbin wins the grips. That is awesome. Good job, Corbin. Andy, yeah, 2000. What was I doing in 2000? Who knows what I was doing. So I'm writing this down. I started in 2007. Yeah, Scott, you can win it again. Absolutely. You guys are funny. And good job guessing something. I mean, 2001, I had just moved to, I've been in Gunnison 2 years, and I was still doing carpentry and climbing, guiding, and Knowles instructing. So that's what I was doing in 2001. Little known fact, before I got into motorcycles, I was a Knowles instructor, which is National Outdoor Leadership School, and climbing guide, kind of all over the world. So it was pretty fun. Remember your story about the bank loan and all that? Absolutely, yeah. I'm glad you remember, Corbin. It was a crazy time. And then 2008 happened, obviously, right after, and things got ugly quickly. So, what do you guys want to talk about? Hit me with questions, concerns, ideas, whatever. Shoot me your stuff. Also, if you guys are watching, make sure you type in a little comment and say hello. Corbin, by the way, I will not go into politics, although that's funny. I don't, yeah. And let's stay away from the coronavirus thing because we all know how I feel about it. We don't need to go down that road. So instead, let's just talk about dirt bikes. So, hey, Kim Jackson, what's happening? I did not get your stuff shipped out. I will next week for sure. So sorry. Yes. Hi, Yun Khan, what's happening? Any opinions on the dirt bike and its future? Yes, I do have opinions on that and its future. So I have ridden a Quancha, which I don't think they exist anymore. I am an Osset dealer, and I've ridden an Alta, and they're really cool. Electric dirt bikes are neat. They what's going on? Hold on, someone's trying to break in. What's up? You gotta lift up on the door. I don't know. They don't know how to get into this office. You gotta lift. What are you doing? You gotta lift up. Sorry, guys. So all of the e-bikes are really, really cool. They're really weird to ride. If you've never ridden one, they hold on one second. Guys, what are you doing? Just lift up. Hold on. I think my boys want to come in and say hi. Hang on. Guys, come here. Come here. Yeah, come here. Puppers. Hang on, guys. Leia, come. We're going to get Leia up here. Hey, Big O's, what's happening? Leia, come up here. Come up here. That's a good girl. There's the puppers, everybody. There she is. The good puppers. And my boys. There's Ewan. There's Thomas. Hi. He's a good girl. All right. All right. Come on, right on, guys. So yeah, the video conference. So anyway, the e-bikes are cool. They're really weird to ride because they don't have a clutch and they don't make sound. So it's like hard for, at least for my brain, to like make that work. And anyway, it's weird, but they are really cool. I think they could be a big part of our future on bikes because they're quiet. Hey, Brendan, how's it going from Australia? How you doing, man? Cody, Joseph, what's happening? Jimmy Nyhart, good to see you. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Alfred Bear, what's happening? So here's the problem, because everybody's like, oh, they're cool because they're quiet, and that's awesome for us. The problem is that they're quiet, and when you're flying down a trail and no one can hear you coming, I think that's going to cause a lot of problems, because I got myself into a bit of a situation coming down a really steep trail up outside of Taylor Park, and I had the motor off and was just like charging down this really, really fun thing. And I mean, it was anyway, but making no sound except for the chain. And I came over this rise kind of like up in the air, like, and there were hikers on the backside, and they had not heard me coming, and they were scattering like you have never seen people scatter. It was funny because I didn't hit anybody and no one died, but it was, yeah. So anyway, that's my thing about e-bikes. I don't know how that's going to work. Also, the battery situation is an issue. Dennis Hogard, what's happening? Ended up on an aim. Dang, I checked in. Hopefully I can still win something. Get out and ride your dirt bikes. Yes. Dennis, just keep an eye on it. Because like I said, I gave away a set of grips already. We got lots. I got a pile of stuff over here. Our next is going to be a cool bar pad. Let me show you. From Pro Taper America. So that's the next giveaway. Stay tuned. I'm not going to tell you what the question is yet. But yeah, so that's my thoughts about e-bikes. Quick, we have time for, quick story about e-bikes and Altas, at least. I mean, obviously they're out of business. That's a situation. But I know a kid who works for a company that bought like 14 of them right before they went out of business, as like rentals and things. Anyway, they crashed one, the employees, no big deal, just tipped it over in the rocks, no big deal. And when they did that, they took it back and cracked the battery case. They didn't think much of it. Hey, Ryan Girardi, what's happening? That's awesome. You're catching us from Rabbit Valley. That's cool. So they call the Alta dealer. This is while they still Alfred, she just left. She's a little much to just keep in here all the time. So the boys took her back out to play with her. And so they called the Alta dealer, Actually, I think they called Alta. Excuse me. It was after they went out of business, but they could still get a hold of Alta. Anyway, they called him, and Scott Gross, what's happening? David Gray, what's happening? The Rock Ready says, Scott, have you seen the Rock Ready bar pad that has a toolkit in it? No, I've seen the Trailbound one. It's pretty cool. David Gray, depressing here in Michigan, surrounding myself with positive thoughts of dirt bikes. Yes, I'm glad to help do that. It's yes, Corbin, it is a farm dog, and she's awesome. But to be in this room for very long would be crazy. So anyway, they took this, they called the guy, the Alta people, and they're like, yeah, we cracked the battery case, we need a new one. It's like, money's not an issue. Anyway, the guy that owns the place is a billionaire. And they like, dude, it did what? And like, yeah, we cracked the battery case. They sent him a picture. The guy's like, get that thing outside right now. Get it away from anything flammable. That's not good. Anyway, it's gonna, could have caught on fire and exploded. I don't know. I'm just not down. So, like I said, you guys, please keep shooting me questions. Anything you want to know. Let's do the bar pad now. We're just gonna kind of roll through this thing. So, Pro Taper bar pad, obviously good for Pro Taper bars and things like that. Trail riders, how do you keep from shredding jerseys? I tear shirts. Ooh, jerseys weekly. That's a good question. So we'll keep. Okay, awesome questions, guys. But I'm going to give away this Pro Taper bar pad real fast. What year, and this is going to only apply to people who have been watching this lots on YouTube, and I don't know if you'll know, I don't know if I've mentioned it on anything, but what year is the Husqvarna 250 WR that I'm working on? The super cool old Steve McQueen looking one. So, and Corbin, you can't win a second. Oh, Andy wins with 1974. That is correct. And by the way, when I announce your name, send me your address via email, morgan@highland-cycles.com. So, Andy wins. So far, he's the only one that even got it right. So, it's 1974, guys. This is fun. You guys having fun? This is awesome. And yes, they are on point. Let's go back up here. Let's start with the tree thing and shredding jerseys. My only advice is buy cheap jerseys because it just doesn't matter. It's like, Glover, you knew. Hey, good to see you on here, Gary. G-Love. Hey, Brian Hallway, what's happening, man? So buy cheap jerseys and don't worry about it because that's just what they do. Dry Creek out here, one of my favorite areas, is a jersey shredding like joint. And I've never found a jersey that I've had one jersey that worked pretty good about like it brushed the trees off pretty well, but it was super heavy and got really hot. Andy says, what do you think Hope/KTM will do with gas here in the US? Honestly, I don't even know about that. I don't know about that. Like, I would like to see them keep it separate, like, and not just make it another colored KTM. But you guys chime in on that. I don't really know. That's a good question. Brian Hallway, what's a good skid plate? I have actually switched back to aluminum. I used to be a plastic guy because they slide and all that stuff, but I like Enduro Engineering. Their extreme skid plates are really, really good. If you're running a linkage bike, they make a really nice linkage guard for it too. I've seen lots of dented and bent frames, honestly, with plastic skid plates, so I have not been that happy. Kim Jackson, lead on parts for 80s era Huskies. Yes, I think the vintagehusky.com guy can get those. That guy has everything. Thoughts on left-hand rear brake? I'm just going through. If I miss you guys, I'm sorry. This is sweet. Like, we're getting tons of stuff. I'm excited. Thoughts on left-hand rear brake? Jeff Elmore, I think they're cool for some people. I personally don't run one and won't. It complicates the bar area. I like to keep that really simple. So I don't love left-hand rear brakes, but if you've watched two schlogs, I don't know, whatever, the schlog, last Thursday's schlog, where I rode with Lance Bach, who's a rad dude, an ex-Navy SEAL, just an awesome guy. He's in his 60s. He runs one. He loves it. So I think it's awesome. Corbin, sorry, dude. It's one account. You can't answer. Jimmy Neihart says Dickies t-shirts with cheap long sleeve compression underneath. There you go. There you go. That's awesome. Brian Wishman, yeah, just buy them on closeout into the years. We're talking about the jerseys and the tearing. I completely agree. Michael Barnato, Yamaha. Yes, I love Yamaha so very much. So very much. Rod Harrell, I have a torque wrench for spokes. Is there a general torque setting? So Rod, I'm glad you asked that question. I don't know what the torque setting is. I'm sure there is a number that someone knows, and please chime in if you know. But I learned from a dude, an old school dude who used to build wheels for Mike Metzger. If you guys remember who Mike Metzger is, old freestyle guy, huge jumps, things like that, that tightening them equally obviously is the most important situation. And then he would basically go until they're almost rounding off. He'd just get them super tight and, but keep the wheel straight. So that was the biggest thing. Andy, do you believe that the universe is truly endless? That's a good question. I don't know if I do or not. I'm a Christian, so I don't know if that falls in line with that or not. I think, I don't know. Great question, man. Aaron Schultz, can an 04 YZ450F converted to electric start? No. Well, anything can be done with enough money and time, but no. Run Rotella in your bike. Brian, which I can run whatever in my bike. Jeff Elmore, you have a Recluse, so left-hand rear brake is nice if you like that. Like I said, it's a thing. Oh, wow. Paul Ante, thank you so much for the first super chat. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Paul, I really appreciate all of your support. You've been amazing. Thank you so much. Hey, my mom's on, everybody. She's on in the Thursday mornings. This is awesome. So everybody say hi to my mom, Suzanne Spradling. Corbin says 14 pounds from Javier. Fair enough. David Gray, 3.8 Newton meters. That's not much. I don't know. So Corbin, are you sure Pantera makes a E-start for a 450 4-stroke? I know they make one for the 2-stroke, but I don't know about that. Yeah, Jimmy Neihart, Guten tight, absolutely. Michael Barnato, brakes, gas it. No brakes, just gas it. Yeah, Jimmy was talking about the metal skiplet. They are loud for sure, but I keep seeing like bent frames, and I'm not down. You guys are awesome for saying hi to my mom. Thank you so much. When are you starting the YZ125 build, and when is the smart carb test coming? Great question, Cody Joseph. YZ125 build is probably going to start this week, this coming week. It'll be tied in. Wow, Andy, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. The YZ125 build will probably start this week. It'll be part of the daily schlogs. Yeah, I've got all the chassis bearings and all that stuff in stock now. Robbie Noyles, thank you so much. He gave us some money to get going on that thing. So we're going to start here really soon. And my kids are obviously not in school right now, so they'll be going and they'll be coming into work actually here soon. So Corbin did make them for carbureted 4-strokes. Call only C. Oh, there we go. So Corbin says, yes, they make a E-start. What do they cost, Corbin? They're probably over $1,000. And Corbin, you will not get to ride the 125 ever. Michael Barnato, YZ fastest. By the way, Michael Barnato is correct. So I just prepped both my 250s, the KTM and the YZ today. I'm going to ride the KTM tomorrow because I'm going to Dry Creek, and it's rocky. It's a lot more fun out there on the KTM. But the YZ, hands down faster, like hands down. Alfred Bear, tell us more about the Erzberg bike. Here's Dream Bike. Okay. Right on, Andy. Thank you so much. Let's see. Roger Hurd said they postponed SX, so Tomac still has time to choke. Fair enough. I like it. By the way, what do you guys think about the whole Supercross thing? I hope that works out. I hope they come to Denver because I have tickets, and I'm really hoping that I get to see it. So I really don't want my money back because I want them to have Supercross in Denver. So let me see. What did I say? The Erzberg rodeo bikes. So, hold on. Dial-A-Jet, are they worth it? Big O's moto. Remind me if I don't get to that. But let's talk about the Erzberg bike. Super nice bike. It's a lot like a 6 days as far as the upgrades you get. Billet triple clamps, guard, skid plate, things like that. One really cool thing that you get that is not on, I don't think was on the 6 days, 2 strokes, is you get a fan, which is really, really nice if you're riding really, really gnarly stuff and going slow. So that's cool. The skid plate's a decent, Michael, I know, I agree. The skid plate's a decent plastic one. Seems pretty legit. It's like pretty burly. It's not super flimsy like they used to be in the past. Front disc guard's junk. It's one of the Acerbis ones. It's not really going to do much, but I guess it keeps the weeds out. Rear one's pretty nice. I don't know who's building that for them, if it's KTM or not, but it's pretty cool. Let's see. What else? You get the cool guy graphics, which is, if you want to pay for that, that's awesome. But it's a TPI. I'm not 100% sold on TPI 2-strokes yet. That one runs a lot better than the 18s and 19s did, like a lot better. But it's just not as crisp as a carbureted one. It's just not, I don't know that. And I don't like the not mixing gas. Honestly, I'm a simpleton, guys. I like putting oil in my gas and knowing it's in there. I don't care if the ratio's not right anyway. I would rather have it a little bit more oil than not. So there's that. Also, I can tell you of 2 confirmed. These are friends of friends or direct friends. 2 confirmed blown up 2020 TPIs. One happened what am I trying to say? The fuel filter in the tank split, and it didn't build enough pressure, so was running lean. 1.5 hours on it, seized up the piston. So that's not awesome. And then, yes, Andy, I like Andy. Andy BJ says Stevie Wonder can see the benefit of a carb. Absolutely. So, so I don't like, that's not awesome. The other one that blew up, I haven't gotten an official word as to why it blew up, but he took it back to the dealership. It turned into a huge nightmare. Big deal. Not awesome. I like carburetors, guys. 4-strokes, I think they got them dialed. I think the 4-stroke fuel injected bikes are great. And if you like a 4-stroke, then I think you're totally fine. They don't really have that many problems. When they do, they're weird, and generally you can't fix them out on the trail, but they seem to be pretty good. I don't have a lot of fuel injection problems in the shop with 4-strokes, but I'm just not 100% sold on the 2-stroke yet. So Jimmy Nyhart, whenever I hear Erzberg, I think of the Swedish Chef from the Muppets. That is awesome. Kim Jackson, let's see. You said, I heard someone say the trail is closed now. Is that temporary or for good? Any idea? So I don't think DIRTBIKES is not closed. You can just do day trips. You just can't camp, right? So you cannot camp at DIRTBIKES or really anywhere in Utah. And they're asking, sorry to Alfred Bear. It's a great bike, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. And this one actually is going to be good. The one that you guys got to see, if you guys are all paying attention here on the tubes and Facebook, the one that you guys got to see is a good friend of mine. He rides with us a lot of Thursday nights and Saturday mornings and all that stuff. So I'm going to get to be around that motorcycle a whole lot. I'm going to get to ride it a whole bunch. So I'm excited to see actually in person, up close and personal, how that bike does. So we'll see. Sorry, Alfred. I did not mean to make you sad, but it's. I think it's a really cool bike for sure. Let's see, Ryan. How can I lock up a KTM with no bar, lock, or key? I don't know how you could. Well, so Ryan, what I would do is honestly, when I was living in Phoenix and riding my street bike back and forth to school. Corbin Davis, thank you so much, dude. Thank you for the super chat, Corbin. I really appreciate that. When I was riding in Phoenix with my street bike that had a lock and all that stuff and key, my mom says, remember to hit the like button. Yes, please do. If you're watching, it's free. Hit the like button. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, if you're joining us and you haven't subscribed, that would be huge, giantly huge for you guys to subscribe. It means a lot. I've actually been getting notifications. Looks like some of you guys are, so thank you. Yes, Andy, my mom is everybody's mom. By the way, my mom is awesome. Let me just tell you a little short story about my mom. She's awesome. She's the coolest lady ever. She's rad. So, anyway, I love my mom. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, Barnado. It's actually 38 watchers right now. Oh, yeah, my hair is getting out of control. So, guys, I mean, you guys all know because you're all YouTube fans of us. I got to hit 3,000 subscribers so I can cut this stinking hair. And, I mean, I know it's glorious and amazing, but it's got to get cut. My wife is dying for me to get that thing cut. So it is out of control, which is awesome. Nothing is as cool as your mullet, Corbin. I agree. What was I saying? So anyway, back to don't worry, Kevin O'Laughlin. I will never have a man bun. My wife would leave me if I had a man bun. She's that cool. So don't worry. It will just be a big shaggy mess. What was I saying? Oh, locks. Sorry, Ryan. Locks. Disc lock. Best lock I've ever used. I put that on, like I said, when I was living in Phoenix, even though I had a lock and steering lock and all that. Get yourself a little disc lock that goes through one of the holes in the rotor. Put that on there. It has make sure you get the little cord that goes up to your handlebar so you don't forget it's in there and take off and go over the bars. But Jeff Elmore, are you going to get the kids into racing? Yes, the kids have been racing since they were little. They're not driven to race right now, although the younger one is really fired up and he really, really wants to race. And we were actually going to go racing today. Actually, it was the day we were going to go racing, first race of the season for us. Unfortunately, with all this going on, we didn't get to go race. Super bummed. But the kids, they're good. They ride really well. I don't push them to race or anything like that because I don't want to make it no fun. So, but we go to the Oklahoma Gold Rush every year. By the way, OHSCS, that's the Oklahoma Hare Scramble Championship Series, run by Kevin O'Laughlin. As you see their name on here, they've been huge supporters of us on the YouTubes. Help score that thing, and they love going to that race. So it's awesome. Jimmy Neihart, man bun equals unsubscribe. Fair enough. I completely agree. Cody Joseph, been watching some of your old videos to pass some time during the stupid shutdown. You talked about opening a moto destination last year. Did that ever happen? It did, and then it went away really fast because the guy who I don't have the money, right? To buy another house. But the guy who did have the money that approached me about helping promote it, all the stuff, turned out to be a real jerk. And so I backed out because he was treating friends of mine like a jerk. And I told him, I found that out. He was being nice to me, but I found out he was treating some people like a jerk. And so I told him I was backing out, and I told him, and this is no joke, he's like, well, what do you mean? Why are you doing this? And I'm like, dude, I don't work. Let's see. Anybody needs a lock for their bikes, I can fab up whatever you need. Right on, Corbin. That's awesome. Little one is fast. He's crazy fast. Let's see. Race dads can. Jimmy Neihart says race dads can be SOBs. My wife went after a guy when he called his kid a disgrace. Wow. Yeah, Jimmy. Like that's the thing. I just don't. I want them to enjoy it. Like I know that they're never going to make a living racing because, like 4 people on Earth make a living racing, and you got to sacrifice everything to do that. And I'm just not into that. So I just want dirt bikes to be super fun. And if they want to race, I'm in 100%, but I'm not going to push it. Oh, thank you, Brendan Jelly. Big O's Dial-A-Jet question. So I've only ever really worked on one bike that had the aftermarket Dial-A-Jet, like that was drilled in and all that put into the carburetor, and it worked pretty good. But that is how the Electrons work, is they have a Dial-A-Jet basically on them. They have basically a power jet tube that comes up into the bell of the carburetor. It comes down into the so it goes up like this, and it's fed by excuse me, I apologize. Back up. They have a tube that comes out of the bottom of the carburetor, goes up to a screw, like a air fuel screw kind of thing, and then that power jet goes down into the top. And when the air comes across it pulls on that, that comes across that power jet and pulls on it, and you can meter it with the screw. That's how the Electrons work and how they're able to not have to be jetted, because the velocity of the air determines how much fuel it pulls, and then you choose a little bit with the screw. And so at lower elevations, there's more air, there's more velocity, more fuel. Higher elevations, less air, anyway, less fuel. So that's how they work. So Dial-A-Jets are cool. I don't know that I'm not a big fan of just drilling into a carburetor that doesn't already have one, because I feel like you can get a 4-stroke like FCR carburetor. I think you can get it jetted well enough that you don't need it without drilling into your carburetor. So that's my personal thoughts on that. I think they do work, but I don't know that they're worth dealing with. Let's see. Roger heard that YZ is fast, led many races. Yeah, I know. I'm excited. The YZ 125 that Roger gave us is actually a 144. And like I said, we're going to start next week on that thing, taking it apart. Hey, there's my mom. She loves everybody. Let's see. Am I missing anything? Okay, next giveaway. So, all right. Hang on. Sorry, guys. So, because Scott Gross and I forget the other guy anyway, XL 2 Strokes Matter t-shirt. There's Allen Cycles on the back. Giving the sucker away. Careful, Jimmy Neihart. She will send cookies and you will grow larger. I'm not a thin man because my mom took very good care of me. So 2 Strokes Matter XL shirt. This is a good one. Guys. MP, what's happening, Mike? What year did Yamaha start making dirt bikes? Dirt bikes, not motorcycles, but dirt bikes. What year did Yamaha start making dirt bikes? And this is for an extra large 2 Strokes Matter t-shirt. Let me know what you think. Alfred, you got to win, man. What year did they start making dirt bikes? And the reason this is obviously for the 2-stroke thing. Ooh, Roger heard. Big O wins with 1968. Big O's moto wins. And with the 1968, Big O's shoot me your email through an email, morgan@highland-cycles.com. You win. It was when, by the way, for extra points, Big O, I was writing that down. Extra points. What was the first bike from Yamaha? Anybody know? Yeah, my mom does make a mean muffin. So Big O's moto, you win. Like I said, anybody who's won. So we got Corbin won. Andy, you won the bar pad. Big O's, you won the t-shirt. Send me your address via email, morgan@highland-cycles.com. That would be awesome. So a bunch of you guys jumping in there. Andy, you are correct. It's actually, I think it was actually the DT1. Excuse me, Red is right. The CT1 was their street bike, I believe. Corbin, you're hilarious. So I believe it was the DT1. It was, and I think it was the first official dirt bike, right? So, so by the way, next giveaway, not coming yet, not yet, is going to be a Dirt Bikes t-shirt. I'll show you guys what it looks like right now, because it's awesome. Bagpiper on front, Dirt Bikes on back. It is an extra large. So that's the next giveaway. Stay tuned. You guys are awesome. Yeah. YZ. No, first four-stroke was actually a 400. Hey, Willie, Urbanic, what's happening? And by the way, if you guys are here and I haven't mentioned your name, first of all, I apologize. But chime in, say you're here. I want to say hi to you guys. Do I have a sweet tooth, Chris Nelson? Do I look like I have a sweet tooth? Yeah, big time. I'm not skinny. I love, yeah, if you have a friend that makes awesome fudge, let me know. I will. I'd love to buy some. That'd be awesome. I've got a real problem. Guys, I would be remiss if I didn't mention, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Andy, that's awesome. Roll Bone, what's happening? Chris Nelson. Yeah, let me know. So, what's our next topic, guys? What are we talking about? I think I've touched everybody's questions. If I haven't, please let me know. Paul, Ansi, absolutely. Conditions here, guys, by the way, Western Colorado is brilliant. Matt Andreas, what's happening, man? How's that beta, dude? You look like you're loving that motorcycle. That's way cool. I love it. So my mom, come to the Oklahoma Gold Rush. I'm always there with lots of muffins. Yes. So, by the way, every November, first weekend in November, we go to the Oklahoma Gold Rush. It's in Hallett, which is near Tulsa. And come on. Yeah, Barnado coffee, by the way. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me to drink my coffee. That's good. All good from Canada. Right on. Corbin, first one to ruin Supercross. Yeah. Road trip. Yeah. How's the weather then down there? Cold? No. Jimmy Neihart, the weather is perfect. It snowed a little bit last night, but like when I say a little bit, like that much. And all that did was soak in and make the dirt perfect. Today would have been absolutely brilliant, but I didn't get to go out. That's okay. I'm going tomorrow, and it's going to be really, really good. Chris Nelson, what do we think of the Beta 300 RR? I think it's a great motorcycle, Chris. And now Beta is finally kind of coming into the mainstream with parts, so they're getting easier to buy parts for. For a long time, I was not down because I like bikes that I can just buy stuff out of any catalog and get stuff really fast. And so that's why I stayed away from KTMs for a really long time because of that too. But I think Beta is finally catching up. I don't like oil injection. So if I had a Beta, I would remove it. I do like the fact that they have carburetors still. That's awesome. The suspension, but it's all right. Matt Andreas there we go. Matt, because Matt has one and he loves it. So there you go. He's saying he loves it. Hold on. Let's see. I missed a question up here. RKS 25. Will the brake pedal from an 04 CR250 work on an 03 CR250? There are different part numbers, but sure look the same to me. I can only find the Hammerhead one from Amazon, but it says 04 to 07. So RKS, I think it will. A lot of times they change part numbers on OEM stuff when they'll like change the finish on the aluminum or something. Like Yamaha's notorious for this. Like if the clutch cover has a different color on it, and it doesn't even have to be a complete like black or silver, it can be like a little bit different, they'll change the part number. Cylinder heads are like that with Yamahas. They do little tiny different. Anyway, it's a pain. But let's see. Making me sad with that comment. I was supposed to be in Montrose riding a week from today. I know, Brant. I'm so sorry, dude. Paul and Yoon were supposed to come from Canada, and it's But I can tell you, I mean, sorry that you're not here, but it's awesome. Let's see. And then we see Zach Attack went beta if anyone watches him. Right on. That's cool. Let's see. Can you recap your thoughts on the Sedona 208? Yes, Rod, I will. 1 second. Good. You're riding with the wife. Brian Weishman, just delete the stupid oil injection. There we go. Oh, yeah, Matt. So, yeah, I forgot. Not all of them are oil injected. Thank you for chiming in on that. I know a lot of them. Anyway, so can I get rings for a piston without buying the kit? I have a new piston, but no rings. What bike? Yes, you can is the answer. So best DOT front tire. Okay, so hold on to the fall. We can get soon. Doug Summerfield, it's going great. Good to see you. Hybrid. So 72 in Arizona. I know it's nice, but it's perfect here. So recap: Sedona 208, the MX 208 SR. Actually, that will be in the Schlag that I filmed today. That's coming tomorrow. The rear tire. 2 thumbs up. That thing is awesome. For the desert, for dry conditions. Oh, there's the puppers again. For the desert, the rear tire is brilliant. It looks like it's brand new still. Hold on. I'll see if I can find a picture on my phone while we're sitting here. It's the most amazing thing. It just never seems to wear. It's still got the little dimples in the knobs and there, hold on. Like, I don't know if this is going to work, but you guys, it's not working that good. Anyway, it's a brilliant tire. The front is horrid. I don't like that at all. Hang on, I'm going to close this door. So yeah, front, boo, especially on a light bike. I think it might be good on like a 500 or 450 or something like that. But the rear is, I think it's great. It's gonna hold up. It's one of those tires that's probably gonna last too long, if that is a thing, because I'm gonna get tired of looking at it and want to get a tire, and it's not gonna be worn out. So, Jeff Elmore, I am running mine with the tubeless, although like I open mine, right? The tubeless is working great. I'm running mine at 4 pounds right now, and that's like good. Because it's the thing works good. So yes, the phone died, had to find a cord right on. So that answers your question, Paul. Best DOT front tire for 500 EXC. Andy, where do you ride most? Because my first initial response would be, I like the Parker DT from Kenda for a front tire. Brendan, we can get the golden tire in the U.S., but I don't carry them. They're really expensive for us. And so I'm not that into poppers. Here, Leia. Come on. Leia. Come here. That's right. She's not jumping up anymore. Poppers. There you go. So... Hi, puppers. Come on. So the 208 front actually might be it's a DOT tire. At least it says DOT on the side. It actually might be a really good tire for the 500 because I think a heavy bike like that might make that tire work. Wrench one, what up? Lockdown. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, like the so hold on. I think so. So best deal. So I like the Parker DT. I really like the Pirelli Scorpion XC Mid Hard for a DOT front and rear tire. Puppers. It's let's see. So those are my favorite. So Andy, but where do you ride the dirt? I don't know where you're from. I forget where you're from. So Jimmy M59, hands down best tire, but it's not DOT legal. So, but yeah, it's best front tire. So Rod Harrell, the 208 is heavier minimum. So I don't know. I don't notice it on my. Sorry, Andy. I apologize. I didn't. What's your last name, Andy? So what was I going to say? So the 208, it doesn't seem to slow my 250 down at all. So a 252 stroke, 254 stroke, it might be a little heavy on. Chris Nelson, what do you think of clots, 2-cycle oil, degummed bean castor 2? So I don't have an opinion. I have always run synthetic stuff. Let's see. Matt Andrews trying out some IRC tires, VE35 front VE33s. Not bad so far. Right on. I've heard that those are good. I haven't actually used one. The dog keeps sneaking in here. It's awesome. You can probably leave her in here. Just close the door. Jimmy now D-O not. Fair enough. Let's see. Have I missed anybody? Let me know if I missed your question. Cody Joseph, 1988 KDX 200 worth restoring. How hard is it to get parts for these old bikes? It runs and is in decent shape. Fun project or big headache? Cody, fun project. Amazing bikes. So I think it's awesome. Hey, Ryan, how's it going? Lutke, I think is how you pronounce that last name. So, all right, what time is it? Okay, because I have a hard stop at 6, just so you guys know, because it's family time. So, Dirt Bike T-shirt XL. Who was the first? And I'll take either name of the team, but who was the first to win the Baja 1000 on a motorcycle? First to win Baja 1000 on a motorcycle, go. You guys, whoever gets this correct, there's 2 people. Hey, from Aurora, IT Bubba 1, how are you? So yeah, first to get this wins Malcolm Smith. Andy, you can't win again, so I'm going Roger. Sorry, you can only win once. So nice work. Roger Hurd says Malcolm. He didn't spell it, but Scott Gross says Jan and Malcolm still. Roger Hurd, it's an XL. That'll be fine for you. So Roger, send me your address. I know I have it somewhere. So yes, J.N. Roberts and Malcolm Smith, first to win the Baja 1000 on a motorcycle. Corbin Davis, Steve McQueen never won the Baja 1000. Kim Jackson is Yamaha's R2 synthetic or dyno. I think the R2 is synthetic. I'm pretty sure. Steve McQueen. There you go. It was me in previous life. I like it. So yeah, good job. Any tips on cutting new trails through the woods? Tips like as in, so, I mean, around here, a lot of guys just ride them in. Aaron, Google, that's awesome. Golden Tires was bought by Shinko, Chris Nelson. So, the warehouse and all that, but they are different tires. They use different compounds and things like that. So, Ryan Girardi, what year was the first Baja 1000? So, Bud Ekins started the whole thing by doing the telegraph deal where he'd start and then go to La Paz and telegraph in, and they'd time it that way. And that was in the early 60s. I can't remember. I would look that up and I can't remember. Bring a chainsaw, says Jeff Elmore. Yeah. So, cutting trails through the woods, I don't know. Pick good lines. One thing, honestly, that I think is really important that people don't pay enough attention to is what water is going to do to it when it rains. So like big, long, straight up hills, things like that, you got to really think. You got to really think about that. Jimmy, I walk them and they suck when I ride. Yeah, for sure. I always ride new trails in, always, because it's Andy, you cannot win 3 times. That's awesome. That's awesome. So I ride him in. Roger, my dad won Class 20 in 1970 and 72, and he won, I know, Class 20 in 89 and 90. Right on. By the way, Class 20 is the little bikes, 125s. So, all right. So we got 10 minutes left, guys. You guys are awesome. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please do. It's awesome. If you do, it means a lot. Jimmy, no big hills here. I got to drive 2 hours for hills, flat sand, pines, and oaks. Yeah, so there we go. But I would, ride it. Like, go on your motorcycle, ride it in, and then maybe go back with a saw or something like that and cut out the stuff you need to cut out. Let's see. Andy, thanks for the tire tips. I've tried the Parker DT rear, but not the front. We'll give it a try. The DT front's good. It looks really weird, but it's a good tire. I run one on my XR650, and it's a good tire. All right, next giveaway. This one's actually a really good one, I think. So stickers. By the way, everybody who wins is going to get stickers. So I've got a sample pack of Kate's bars, right? So Kate's bars sample pack. There's 6 of them. They're all going to one person. Paul Anstey, I know you want stickers. So if anybody wants stickers, just email me at Morgan@Highland-Cycle. Say I want stickers. We'll talk about how many you want and if I'm gonna have to charge any money for shipping or what, depending on where you live and things like that. So, because I don't, anyway. So for the Kate's bars, 6. Michael Barnado wants to win. Matt, I'm going to get right to that question in just 1 second. What year did the United States win the 6 days, ISDE? What year did RKS, you're late on that, but yes. What year did they win the 6 days? Andy, BJ, you're hilarious. Butte, Montana is a random guess for the next question. Jimmy Nyhart, no. Yeah, Paul Anstey, I'll send you stickers, no problem, dude. You will definitely get stickers. Red Westfall wins with 2016. Red wins with the 2016. Good job, Red. Email me, Morgan@Highland-Cycles.com. I will send those to you. Let's see. Okay. You guys are keeping good. Yeah, and it was Big O's. Thank you so much. Thank you. Trying to do a good job here. Right, we got 8 minutes left. So it was 2016. Taylor Robert was on the team. I can't remember. I actually just looked at it, but it was awesome. Barnado, you did not win, which makes me sad. What's that? Hold on. Let's see. So Matt Andreas asked, let me get to his question because I saw it. What gearing do you run on Daisy? My gearing is still stock on the beta, 1448. Everybody tells me to go 1350. So Matt, on Daisy originally, I ran a 1352, right? So that was geared down. The 13 was stock on the KTM. It came with a 50, I think. Yeah, 50. And I put a 52 on it. I have since put 14 on the front because it was just, first gear was just too low. It was just too low for that. Michael Barnado asked the question, what kind of dirt bike I got? That's awesome. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Andy BJ, maybe you can convince somebody to buy you a haircut with a big enough super chat. I just don't like asking for money. You guys are awesome. But I mean, Andy said it. Rogers and my dad has 3 golds from 6 days for sure. Kim Jackson, I'm sorry there's a big delay. It seems like it's ripping here. I don't know. My internet is really, really, really good. So the super chat deal, you guys come up. If you guys want to do that, that's fine. If you guys want to do that, Andy, you call the ball. If you make up a number, if someone comes up with it, I'll cut the hair early, because it would definitely make my wife happy. But I'm not asking for money. So like, not my thing. You guys are awesome. And if you guys, the biggest thing you can do is watch these things, share them, like them, and get your friends to subscribe. So, Paul Knack, I'm going to keep it at 3,000. And he's 200 super chat, gets the hair done. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's crazy. But that's crazy time. I will absolutely cut my hair if someone does that. So I'm going to, let's see, try to all the time. Right on. So final question. And it's for a hoodie right here, and it's for a 2X, right? Now I will change this one out. The rest of them I'm not changing out sizes. But for a hoodie, a DIRTBIKES hoodie, and like I said, this one, DIRTBIKES on the back, Highland Cycles on the front. There we go. This one, like I said, I will change out size on this one. I don't have any small ones or mediums. I think I have large, extra large, 2X. This one is actually a 2X, but whatever. So here it is. Final question. I know it could cover your bike. I know. But like I said, I'll change this one out. The rest of them, the XLs have to stay. So Jimmy Nyhart, that's awesome. Barnado, you're hilarious. What year did I solo the Baja 1000? There we go. What year did I solo the Baja 1000? First to get that right wins the hoodie. Like I said, any size. Jimmy Nyhart, no, incorrect. Keep going, guys. For a hoodie, like I said, any size. Well, not any size. Oh, for Roger Hurd, let's see. Cody Joseph gets the first right. Roger Hurd got it first, but he can't win twice. Cody Joseph, you win, dude. Hoodie. Email me, morgan@highland-cycles.com. And really, it was 06, Roger, but like I said, you can't win twice. 1990. I didn't even ride a motorcycle in 1990. Yeah, 2006. I sold the Baja 1000. It was a full 1,037 miles that year from Ensenada to La Paz, and I did it on an XR 650R that I still own and love, and it was amazing. So one of my biggest, most proud accomplishments, honestly, as far as like physical accomplishments. It's a big one, and I'm really happy that I pulled it off. So I did it in 36 hours, which was under the time. So I do have a trophy and all that good stuff. And Bart, yeah, I don't know what the lag time, why it's all lagging, but yeah, but there's a lag. This is the internet, man. Yeah, yeah, good job, dude. Jimmy Nyhart, no, I did not climb Everest, but I have climbed Aconcagua 3 times. That's a big mountain down in Argentina. And then I've climbed in France, all over this country. Chile, I've spent a bunch of time in southern Chile climbing. Andy, Morgan, big thanks for keeping us busy for the last hour. As you can see by my comments, I'm going a little crazy. Fair enough. Yeah, everyone is on the internet, Paul Nancy, for sure. Yeah, it's just the way it is. Got a couple minutes left. Any other things? Yeah, anything else you guys want to talk about? Any quick questions? Again, guys, thank you so much for all that you guys do. You guys are amazing. Doug Summerfield, right on. Definitely be at the next chat. I'll figure out when the next one's going to be. Brad Wheaton. Thank you. I think you asked that earlier. I apologize for not answering. It actually hasn't been too busy. It's not bad. Roger, hoodie, 35 includes shipping. Cody, I did not mention when that's coming, but I will tell you right now. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks, I'll get that thing mounted up. Barnado, I'm glad. I hope to see you very soon. My mom, sleep well. I got a long time before I sleep. I got dinner with the kids and all that good stuff. But Peach Valley has not been super crazy. It's been sort of busy, but not like nuts. It's a big place, so you can get away from crowds pretty quickly. We're riding Dry Creek tomorrow. Since you guys are all YouTube friends, make sure that you tune in for the ride that we're doing tomorrow. It's not going to be live, but it's going to be awesome. And we're going to, anyway, we're going to have a blast. I'm going to try to give like the full tour. Aaron Schultz on the 4-Stroke Matters. That's coming very soon, Aaron. Actually, I'm getting the artwork done. I'm going to have stickers here hopefully in like the next week, and the artwork in the next week, and then I will post it on this Teespring thing. Chris, you're welcome, and good to see you. Let's see. What I saw, Matt Andres, 1449 is what I'm going to try. I would try 1449. Sounds good to me. Matt, like the thing with these wide ratio bikes, and is yours a wide ratio or not? I don't know. First gear is awfully low, so Andy, but 4 strokes don't matter. They do. All strokes matter, and as long as it's 2 wheels, that's the important part. Riding with Torben, right on. Yeah, he does rip, by the way. Time's up. Hard stop. Guys, I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching all these things. Punk Rock Club, thank you for sticking around to the end. You guys are awesome. I love you so much. If you won tonight, Corbin, Andy, Big O's, Roger, Red, Cody, email me, morgan@highland-cycles.com, and I will coordinate how I can get the stuff to you. If you want stickers, morgan@highland-cycles.com. Please send me. I will get you taken care of. Jimmy Neihart. Turkeys. That's awesome. I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful night. Please spread the gospel of 2 wheels. I got actually some big news coming for that. So anyway, stay tuned. It's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for all the support. Spread the gospel of 2 wheels. And seriously, guys, I know I say it all the time. I'm going to keep yelling at you all the time. You got to find some time to ride your dirt bike.